This is Mrs. Manning. Today we are going to talk about area of a trapezoid. But before we get started, I just wanted to tell you guys how much we miss you guys. We hope y'all are doing okay. We hope you're practicing social distancing and washing your hands and staying safe. And just know that if y'all need any help with any of the lessons that we go over this week, send me or Miss Moreau or Miss Mahon or Miss Cruz a message on Google Classroom, and we can set up Zoom meetings to help y'all with any questions or issues that y'all might have, okay? All right, so let's get started. We're going to go over a few things before we do a few practice problems together. The first thing that we're going to talk about is our formula for area of a trapezoid, and I already wrote some stuff down for y'all. Area of a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2. And what do those parentheses mean that we do? Yeah, we have to do what's inside them first. So we have to add the two bases together. And once we add them, the parentheses mean that we're going to multiply that sum times the height. And then what's that fraction bar mean we do? Yes, we're going to divide whatever's on the top by 2. Okay. The other thing that you need to remember is that area is always expressed in square units. Okay. So there's a few steps that we always follow whenever we do any of these practice problems. It's the same thing that we've done for the past few weeks now. We're going to identify the shape. We're going to write the formula down, which I already wrote it down for y'all. We're going to substitute the numbers for the variables, and then we solve it. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started with a few problems. Let's try. Let's look at some problems here. Let me go ahead and put my pen up. Whoop, and whoop. And I'm going to move my little video around, see if I can move it around here. Woo, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a few of these together. Why don't we look at problem number 2, okay? So in problem number 2, we have a few dimensions here. It's all expressed in feet, but we have to identify the parts of the trapezoid first. So what are my 2 bases? Yes, my base 1 is this, 6 feet. Base 2 is 9 feet. Perfect. Okay, so what's my height? Yes, my height is going to be 4 feet. Remember that height in our figures is that little broken up line, and it's the line that's perpendicular to my base. Okay, and one of the things that's a really good sort of telltale sign of how we know something is perpendicular to the base, and let me fix this a little bit. How we know something is perpendicular to the base is this little square right here. Remember, that shows me that that's a right angle. So that tells me that this line here, this is my height, and it's perpendicular to the base. Okay. So now that we've got that, now we've figured out what our base 1 is, base 2 is, and our height is, let's go ahead and put that information back into our formula. So let's go ahead and write our formula. We said, and I'll put it up here real quick. It's area equals base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So let's substitute in what we know. We've got base 1 is 6 plus 9. Our height is 4 divided by 2. So what is my area for this figure? Yes, 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 times 4 is 60 divided by 2. So my area for this figure is going to be 30 square feet, because we always express area in units squared, in square units. Okay, so let's go ahead and erase some of that so we can kind of have like a clean workspace. All right, let's move on to question number, let's do question number 4. Okay, so we said that the formula was what? Yes, base 1 plus base 2. What are my, let's see, is this 5 yards? Would that be my base? No, 5 yards is not my base. This is my height. My bases are these. This is 6 yards is base 1, 4 yards is base 2. So let's go ahead and set that up so we can, whoops, wrong thing. Let's go ahead and substitute those numbers back into our formula. So it is 6, whoops, try that again. 6 plus 4 times 5 divided by 2. Now, in order of operations, what's going to be the first thing that I do? Great. After I add my bases, what do I do next? Yes. What's the last step that I do? Perfect. Now that we've set up our problem, I need you to go ahead and find the area for that figure. Great job. Okay, let's look at problem number 5. Identify on problem number 5 what the height of this figure is. Good job. So what is the formula for area of a parallelogram again? Yes, it is base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. After I write the formula down, what do I need to do with the numbers, the dimensions that we have in our figure? Great. So when I write this down, this is going to be, oops, try that again. 7 plus 3 times 8 divided by 2. So is my area going to be in inches squared, or poodles? Awesome. What is the final answer for this problem? Great job. Okay, let's do a couple more together. How about question number 7? On question number 7, is this the base or the height of my trapezoid? Great. So what is my formula for area of a trapezoid? Perfect. Now let's substitute in the numbers that we know. Base 1 is 5 plus base 2 is great. My height is, and then what does my fraction bar mean? And then divide by 2. What is 5 plus 10? Great. 15 times 8. Perfect. So this should be 120 divided by 2. Now, area for this is going to be 60 what? Good job. All right, let's do problem number, why don't we do problem number 8? On problem number 8, let's do this. What number, what part of that is my formula? Great. And what is this? Good. So if I said that this is the height for my figure, is that true or is that false? Right. How do we determine height of a figure? Good job. What is the formula for area of a trapezoid again? Good. In order of operations, what do the parentheses mean that we do? Good. So what units of measure is this problem going to be expressed in?